Hi, good morning. This morning I am really excited because I'm going to take a regular recipe that I've made for so many years, which is noodle pudding or noodle kugel, which is a traditional Jewish, Eastern European Jewish dish. And I'm going to turn it into little muffin cups for my grandkids. So the ingredients that I'll need are eggs, cottage cheese, sour cream, which I have to get out, sour cream, and of course the noodles. And then the rest are just going to be some butter, a little vanilla extract, a drop of salt, and on the top I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit of peach preserves for extra sweetness, and sugar, little sugar. All right, I'm taking the noodles off. They've cooked. 8 ounces of the egg noodles have cooked for about 8 minutes. And then just to stop the cooking, I'm going to run cold water over them because these noodles are supposed to be cooked al dente because they're going to bake in the oven. Okay, now I'm ready to put this recipe together. So I'm cutting a half of a stick of butter, and I'm going to put that in the pot just to melt a little, start melting, just on low heat. And while that's melting, I'm going to crack 3 extra large eggs. See, I think they're just large eggs, but I picked the biggest ones from the carton. The egg carton. So 3 eggs. I'm just going to beat them by hand. So nice and yellow. Okay. It's good. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, come over here to my butter that's melting. It's almost melted. Okay, this is the half a stick of, or 2 ounces of melted butter. And to this, I'm gonna pour in my drained egg noodles. I'll mix that up just a bit. To that, I'm going to add 1 1/4 cups of sour cream. Not reduced fat, this is the regular full fat. Most of the time I just use whatever the full fat recipes call for. I mean, whatever the recipes call for, which is usually not reduced. And this is my other 1/4 cup. Try to get every little bit out. Now I need to use 8 ounces of cottage cheese. So each of these containers has 4 ounces. So I need a half a pound altogether. This is such an easy recipe. Anything that you can pretty much do all together in one pot, you cannot get easier than that. Okay, good. Now I'm going to add my 1/3 of a cup of sugar in there. Actually going to leave a little there. Don't need so much. Start folding these ingredients in gently to the noodles. So basically I used a scant third of a cup of sugar. I just don't think it needs that much sugar to taste really good. Okay, pretty much everything is getting incorporated. And now I'm gonna pour in my 3 beaten eggs. This I want to get every little bit because the eggs are what make the whole thing rise and fluffy. I'm just going to pour in a tiny little bit of vanilla, maybe half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. That's everything. Now I just really have to mix it until everything is mixed well. Gonna see a creamy mixture, which really is a combination of the butter, the sour cream, the cottage cheese, and all right, I'm adding the rest of the sugar. The first time I make this, I want to follow the recipe, so I'll just use that whole third of a cup of sugar. It's such a fattening dish already, so no sense in skimping when it comes to the sugar. Pretty much ready. I totally need to make sure that everything is evenly incorporated. Okay, looks good. Now I have to scoop it into my muffin cups. Okay, plop. So I have 12 of these. Standard size muffin cups, but I'm using these tulips to make it look prettier. Sometimes I use these when I make blueberry muffins. It just makes it look so professional. Probably could use my ice cream scooper for this. Maybe not, I'm just, yeah, I should put that one. Now I'm ready for the final little touch, which is a little dollop of peach jam on top of each one. The recipe actually calls for orange marmalade, but I really didn't think my grandkids would like that, which is why I switched it up and I went for the peach. But I totally think they will like it with the peach. Oops. It's a little dollop on each one. Ready to put these little beauties in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. I will check them and see if they're done after 30 minutes. Okay, it ended up cooking for about 40 minutes because a couple times I looked and it wasn't set. But let's just put it over here. They're little miniature noodle kugels. They look great. Bye.